What's up, everybody? What's up, stream? What's up, J Legs? I see you out there, and NWLM John hanging out in the stream. Welcome to Tuesday night. It's my birthday too, so everybody can send me cupcakes.
Well, good thing you're having them.
No, I didn't have any sweets. I'm hoping I
No,
get
I
like
meant
a little piece
birthdays.
of ice cream. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm
As
happy
long as you're
about
still
that.
having birthdays. Yeah.
That's a good thing. Next year I'll be younger because I hit that 49 mark today, so next year I'll be 49 again. And then I'll be 48 and 47 because you don't get older. That's it. You only
Countdown.
turn 49 once, right?
Yeah, 29.
So how is everybody? Good?
Good.
Yeah. Everybody surviving the week so far? What you guys think you're gonna have a chance against this owlbear that we got coming up here? What do you think?
Hmm.
What happened for dinner?
50-50? Well,
think
if you remember, here's the map that you guys were on. It is nighttime. It is
The right time.
Nostagamus's watch, and everybody else was cuddled up, sleeping in their comfy little sleeping bags at 3 a.m. when they heard the old um, owlbear owlbear noises coming across as a horse goes by, right? What the hell? It's a horse in the
Hey, give us a ride.
Let a horse go by. But
it's bait for the owlbear.
you guys are like just coming down off of a peak, right? Because you kind of got to go over the mountains, and you're just coming down, and you found this lower spot that kicks you out of the direct wind, right? It's kind of down in there. You built a fire up against the wall there. There's some fresh water. So you hunkered down for the night, got all comfy in your little warm little sleeping bags, and the salad bear interrupted you. Ember has gotten up, and so has Nystagmus. They have both readied because they can't see the owlbear currently because it's dark. And none of you guys have dark vision. And we're estimating light sources, something like this, dimly lit, because the fire's burned down a little right now. So, but this thing's coming. Everyone does.
Yeah, I called out and yelled what it was because I can see it. I just can't shoot it yet because I have to be within 30 feet.
Yeah, the sound should be kind of low on the stream, but they should be playing.
So, yeah,
me-
not here.
Let me
They're
play
really
a
low.
special effect. Let's do a.
Yep.
Still low?
Yeah,
Let me
That's
turn them
good.
up a little bit more.
it's good. It's good.
Stream. We're just checking the stream level. I'll turn them down if the stream starts yelling. All right. So it was the owlbear's turn. I heard that. Thank you, Svenster. Woohoo! 500 biddies. Nanny, nanny, nanny. So what's that?
It's your birthday.
It's my birthday. Buy me a beer. Thank you very much. The owlbear's gonna come over and bite you though if he gets a chance. Just saying. But
Bastard.
he went. That's as far as he could go. That was his movement because he dashed, and he makes his little noise again. And thanks. It's my birthday. And squall. So you're like you're like in your fart sack, like oh, as you get woken up. I think this Dogamus actually yelled out, "Wake up! There's an owlbear or something," and then you woke up.
Yeah.
So, but
He
you haven't had
he
to do anything yet.
did. Huh. I need to get my armor on and pick up my shield and all that stuff. So I'm going to be occupied for about a round here.
Picking up the shield you could probably do this round and strap it to your arm. At least you got a +2 to armor class.
I just gotta, yeah. Let me come over
'Cause,
here and
I do
remove
remember
my.
donning armor is like multiple rounds, even if
Yeah,
it's
that
like
just lowered my. That
leather.
lowered my armor class about 3 or 4 right there. Okay. You know what I'll do first though? I'm not picking up the shield yet. I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna look at everybody, and I think I'm gonna cast Bless,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna do that at. Well, let's see. Up to 3 creatures, up to 4. I'm gonna do it second level. Get all of those guys.
Burning one of your second level spells for the rest of the day, which
Well,
refreshes in a couple of hours. Burn them all, baby. Burn them all.
well, I mean, I don't know how.
That's
I
why I
can't
love
remember
these
fighting an
combats when
owlbear.
in the middle of the night you're like, I can burn everything I got left.
And it may turn out that way, but
Oh, it's just an owlbear. In his posse. No, I'm kidding. It's just one. Scuzzer?
I don't trust you.
What's Scuzzer doing? That's good. You're not supposed to trust your DM. When you
I'm gonna move. Scuzz is gonna move back a little bit, and I still can't see him yet, so I'll ready in action. As soon as I see him, I'll let loose.
all right, Krell?
Krell
So I just
is
moved back
going
there
to.
behind the fire.
All right,
Okay,
Krell
yeah.
is going
You
to
could drop the
fly
ready
up
to action on yourself. Go ahead, Krell. Sorry.
about. Krell's going to fly up about 30 feet and ready in action. So as soon as he sees it, he's going to shoot at him.
Any movement higher than that, higher than 30 feet, you're going to be at difficult terrain because of the wind
Okay.
blowing across here. But if you stay down below 30 feet, you're fine.
All
Because
right.
if you get up higher,
Sounds
you're
good.
like flapping around.
High wind advisory.
Yeah, it's pretty windy. And did you say you're going to take a shot, or?
I'm going to ready in action as soon as I can see him. I don't have dark
Wings?
vision.
Yeah. Wings is in your sleeping bag, I think, isn't he? Yeah. And he stepped away. We'll come back to what Wings is doing. Ember. So, your ready to action dropped off because we started the turn again. So what's Ember... What's he gonna do? I'm stalling to see if he comes back. He's gonna ready again. Okay, that's what he did. Nystagmus.
All right. I am going to do the same thing. I'm going to ready Frostbite again for when I can see him.
All right, so indeed, the owlbear comes into the light. So I'm just gonna move him here, and first off on the readied action would be actually it would be Krell because he readied technically before the other two re-readied.
Alrighty. I will take a shot at him.
I guess that's how it works. Sounds good to me, right? That's a hit.
And then I'm
28.
gonna use a trip attack on him.
Ah. Owlbear sandwiches, Jingo says in the stream. Mm-mm.
And I knock him prone.
Oh, shit. So the owlbear goes... He's like... On his face. Snow all up in his beak. He says...
Alright, that's mine.
Yeah, that's crap. That was just his turn, right? Mr. Ember.
Well,
You are readied.
yeah.
Hmm?
Nothing, sorry. Confused for a second.
Hit with his produce flame. Flaming owlbear. You know, if you kill it before you... Oh, 1 point. Never mind. Never mind.
what the hell
It's
was
really
that?
windy.
Right? It's a wind. It's like... Oh, shit.
Blown.
He lost his
All he
flame.
had... All he attacked was with embers. Oh, ta-dun-ta.
Was it my turn or is it?
That was your readied action.
Oh, just my ready to action.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's true. I did move the initiative because the owlbear was still going, but Nystagmus, it's your readied action now. You get to do. And he fails his constitution. Frostbite, he's colder now as he's laying on the ground, prone, and disadvantage on his attack now because he's an owlbear. And let's see, I didn't see how far he moved. Was it 20 feet? Sounds about right,
I
right?
think so.
So he can get up as the second part of that movement, and he's never had fish before. He wants to try some. So what's the owl doing? We'll find out. And so he gets up and he moves over there and he gets right up in your face and he says, "Damn sound effect." Brah, 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 brah. And that's all he could do. Squall.
It's dark outside, isn't it?
You are outside, yes. Currently it's lit around this fire though.
Well, I'm picking up my shield, putting my shield on, walking forward. That'll take my action.
Scuzzer.
All right. So you took off the ready to action, right?
It does it automatically.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and attack him.
Oh, were
with the
you ready
longbow.
from last
I
round?
was. Yeah.
Well, take that shot too.
Yeah, you should have went
All right.
before me.
It doesn't really like notify the DM. I mean, he actually has to scroll down. So, and it's not typical that 4 people ready in one round. I mean, it's just not typical. So you got to speak up.
All right. So I'll go ahead and take my
Damn.
action then. I'll
Wait, I take that tack
cast.
back. I'm gonna pull that off of it. That was too hard. It was too hard.
Then I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on.
He doesn't want Hunter's Mark on him. He's not that type of owl. He's more bear-like.
There we go. And
Now
if I
he
can
should
find
not
it,
prone anymore, right? Because he stood up.
Yeah, true. Can you pop that off, or do I need to?
I did. I got it.
Oh, sweet. Sweet.
I applied it, so I took it off.
Yeah, I like that. That's why I should put all the effects for you guys to apply. Then you guys keep track of that. Here you go.
and that's it.
You know, if you
Pew,
could roll
pew.
just one more, then we get the yay crit. But just can't do it. 28 AC. You're 3rd level, dude. 28 AC. What are you gonna be hitting when you're 10th level? Like a 40? It doesn't scale.
And that's the
When you're
turn.
10th level, it'll be like a +10, right? You just come out the door swinging. All right, Krell.
All right. Krell is going to take a shot. And
Another
roll
hit.
some damage.
This owlbear's not even going to get it to lick anyone.
And then he's going to do an action surge.
Yep.
And take another shot.
Another hit.
And another hit. And that'll be my turn.
Wings just got like owlbeared. He got owlbeared. There's an owlbear teabagging your bird. He's like,
We should be kindred spirits.
you know, if you
I was
could
gonna
like
ask
bite at his nads or
Yes,
something,
did.
you could help one of your party members. So, you know, little owl under
Alright,
there,
so it's
nipping
gonna
at
go
his
around to the
scrotum.
back. And
Gonna bite him in the tail feathers.
face to face.
Oh wait, he's got a bare butt. It's his little nub. His little bear nub. It's like,
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and I'll help Nysagamus.
all right. And while you're applying that, we'll jump up to actually your real guy's turn. Ember. Can you hit him? Come on, throw a ball at him. and do more than 1 point of
I'm gonna
damage.
step back and do burning hands.
Burning hands, your bird's right there. Can you get him?
Yeah, that's why I'm moving back.
Oh yeah, easy peasy. Easy peasy. Like Nostogamus's eyebrows, though, they're like, you can smell hair. You're
Sizzle.
like, wait, you don't have any hair. You can smell fins burning or something. Fin hairs.
Scales. Yeah.
Fish sticks.
It's like, is somebody cooking something? So, so you like blasted the owlbear. He like falls back and lands right into the fire. Gaboosh! And goes woof like a Christmas tree with all of his feathers. And Squall and Nostogamus jump back.
Phew.
If you roll him around a little, you can make owlbear sandwiches courtesy of Jingo in the chat. Because he called it way back there. As you guys win.
I
Da,
do
da,
an
da, da.
arcana check or nature check or something to see if any of its parts are usable by alchemical uses.
Yeah, so you got any scent glands by that flappy butt?
Actually, he does have like glands, like a dog would, like, and you could squeeze those out of the bear butt into a vial if you like.
Doesn't answer the question though. Is it usable for
You think
alchemical
it could be?
uses or
It's
magic?
it's the only thing right now that you think might be valuable on this owlbear that is liquid.
Scuzzer's not gonna do it.
So you're saying he's not carrying any loot? Like he doesn't have like a magical sword he's carrying or something?
Right? He's like, he looks like his beak is kind of broke too, like the tip of it, so it's not magical. It's kind of rusted. It's an owlbear. What's his intelligence? If its intelligence is, I'm not even gonna look yet. If his intelligence is more than 4, then he's got a fanny pack on. It's a 3. It's a 3. And you know what? His wisdom's a 12, so he's smart enough to remember to leave it back in the cave, Well, that was easy. What the hell? I should have put 2 of them up, right? All right, let's delete that and let's level up. Let's stop some sounds because that got annoying pretty quick. And you see, you're too slow with the typing. It's funnier if you beat us by asking it. And you guys are going to arrive in Fischerbach. Fish sticks. What do you say? So to reach Fischerbach, you had to travel for several days, 3 days, and you had to travel through the mountains. I already did all that. And oh, here it is. It's a small fishing settlement on the western coast of Gunderlin, and it's ruled over by the hot-headed Jarl Frostgale. So the village is like when you come down this mountain, this next set of mountain, right? Let me push up the Sword Coast map so you can have a little general idea. So here is Gunderlin and the voyage token over there. But you can see here is Fischerbach, and you guys had to kind of scooch over the mountains and kind of go around the backside of that mountain, and then you're kind of coming back down at it like this between the valley. Down in the valley. And when you get to like towards Fischerbach, you can see it's down on like the really, really rocky shoreline, and there's big boulders and pieces of the mountains are sticking up out of the ocean and stuff. So the
Oregon
there's not
coast.
really big ships that can get in here, right? Only little skiffs and stuff can get about. So that's why you're like, oh, that's why we had to walk around here. Very, very rocky and rough. Um, and you can see that there's a like directly next to Fisherbach, there is a little beach that you can see little boats up on. And when you come down towards the city or towards the small village, and you look back, you can see an old abandoned mine way up on the mountainside as you're coming into this little village of Fischerbach. It's a fishing village, mostly netting and shoreline fishing kind of stuff going on. And the buildings are just little thatch roof, mostly. Some of them got slate roofs for protection from the winter months and so forth. Um, you would estimate 400 or 500 people maybe scattered about in these villages. But in the middle of the village, there's a big, the biggest hut or hall or something, and you can hear voices and some light music and talking going on, and it sounds like that's where everybody's at. Where'd the little tiny ship come from? Let's make that big so we don't lose it, huh? That's a cool one. As it attacks the island and you all die. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of a big one.
Right. So as you guys get into town, into this village, let's do a little calendar action here.
Was just about to ask that for note-taking purposes.
As you guys get into it is going to be almost midday that you guys arrive in Fischerbach. Fischerbach, however you want to say it. So, and it's a little windier on this side of the island. Uh, and so the wind's like whoosh, the waves are crashing as you guys get into this little village. And I don't have a map of the village, so we're just going to use the old noggin here. So as you come in, you're like coming down the slope, and there's like a little stone path that comes down. There's like patches of snow still, so you got to be a little careful, little slippery rocks once in a while. But once you get down towards the beach and everything, it's warm enough. There's no snow down there. Not really any of the snow flurries left blowing down because everything's getting blown away from you. Any snow flurries can't survive. They're like, and there's people scattered about. It looks like your typical like Viking-looking people, tall. Um, you do see some dwarves about. There are a couple dwarves. Some of you are like, "What's a dwarf?" I mean, right? Some of these classes you guys got. Has
Little
anyone
short
seen a
humans.
dwarf in this party?
Unless they came on the ship.
Right? There wasn't any on the voyage. There might have been a couple in over there, but the dwarves are like, you're like, dwarf? Yeah. And so what do you guys do when you get into Fischerbach? What do you guys want to know? What is your characters?
Was that mine? The mine that we saw was the one that we were told not to go into?
There wasn't a sign that said "Do not go into here" that you could see from here, but you get the general impression the only mine that you've seen so far is the one you're told not to go into. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna look at Caesar and go, "You mean to tell me that you never want to do what you're told not to do?"
I
Come on,
always want to
man.
do what I'm told not to do.
Yeah, we forget about Fiskerback. We're going up to the mine.
Sidetrack.
Kidding.
Sidetrack.
We might have to check it out later.
Yeah, I mean the perfect bait from the DM. There's a mine. Don't go in there.
If it was an MMO, it would be red.
Yeah.
There is an exclamation mark, but it's red. Kind of orange, not like deep red, and not yellow. Orange.
You're saying there's more than an owlbear in there.
There is more than an owlbear in there. Yep. There's madness. You got to deal with your own self. Like, just imagine Umberhulks just blasting away in there all the time. That's the kind of impression you get when you ask around town. Don't go up there. It's evil. Madness will come over you. Ships have gone mad just from the ore, says one old fisher guy. So you definitely probably need to go see somebody here, right? You guys want to go talk to the Jarl?
Yeah, I think so.
What's
Right,
your
guys?
Earl's name?
Frostgale.
Frostgale.
Yep. Sounds like they're having a
Frosty.
meeting. A meeting of the minds in the big hut in the middle of the village. As you guys make your way over to the hut and you go inside, you got in the center of the scattered slate roof houses is a large thatch feast hall. The doors to the chamber are decorated with the colossal jaws of a monstrous shark that could easily swallow a man whole. So it's like a big old shark jaw.
Yeah, my first one.
Hey, can I play the guy from Jaws? What was this? 87 bottles. No, what was the song they were singing? I forgot. So yeah, there's so these big huge doors and there's this big jaw around it. The doors are closed though. You can hear voices and music and clanging of cutlery and stuff like that inside the feast hall. But there appears to be no guards.
I'm gonna walk right in and look to see where the wine is, or the mead. Where is the mead?
So when you open the doors, they open freely, and a couple of people look back, because of the brighter light and the cool air blows in. But there's two very long tables on either side of this feast hall, and there's a narrow pit that runs the length of the hall, and there's like hot coals and stuff, and there's a big, huge pig roasting, on the spit, and there's a whole bunch of like little smaller little spits with sea bass, big fish on it.
Sea bass.
Sea bass, kick his ass, sea bass. And so crowded around in the tables, you see, these Viking-looking guys. They're all drinking and eating. It's breakfast time. They're like, rah, tearing bread up, swilling drink already, The hardened
Well, I'm
fisher
gonna
folk
get some
guys,
of
you
that.
know what I mean? And the guy at the end looks up
And sees five of the weirdest fuckers
and
he's ever seen in his life.
he gives you those
Oh,
eyes.
floating.
He says, "Who are
I know
these
that guy."
foreign folk in my hall? If you are friends, then take a seat at my table and have an ale. If you are foes, you picked a good day to die." So what do you
Pull
guys
up a
do?
chair.
Everyone sits down. Push a couple people off the chairs. I'm sitting. So you guys sit down, and He's like, "Who are you? What brings you to Fischerbach?"
Uh,
To the motley crew, for sure. Does anyone speak common of the bunch of you?
yeah, what's in the mine up there?
The mine.
No, I'm kidding. No, I just say yes. We all speak common. Thank you. We were sent here to look at a wreck. But
Since
so
by
wine
who?
would be good. Mead.
Ales?
Yay, mead.
We have ale, and you'll like it.
We were sent by the king.
The king sent you.
The king. Hmm.
Are you messengers?
We're pretty important people.
You look well equipped to be messengers.
That pig done?
Soon we will break bread together. But first, I ask you this. The king sent you on a mission to look for a wreck? Is that true?
Was I not supposed to say anything to this guy? I look at the people beside me.
Wait, I forgot what happened last week. Yeah, no,
Wait
you're
a
good.
minute.
You're good. You're
Yeah.
supposed to say you're here. You have a tube. Somebody's carrying a
Yeah,
tube.
we had a letter, didn't we, from the
Yeah.
king?
I think the
Krell has it.
navigator has it. The navigator
Did
has it.
Krell have it?
Yeah.
Oh, Krell's like, caw, caw. He reaches in his bag with his beak and pulls out this tube and drops it on the table. Kind of cocks his head. If he spreads his
Krell
wings
turned
out in
into a
here, he's gonna
Kenku.
knock a couple of teeth out or something. Are you got hands and wings, or you got winged hands?
You got arms and wings.
Oh, so you got the dual bodying one.
Yeah.
So yeah, he pops the cork and he looks at this thing. Oh, you're the Lord's Alliance. Hired you to come here. I see, actually. It's about damn time. I tell you what, that if I were king, I would restore Gunderland to its former glory. None of this Lord's Alliance crap. We would just take over their territories and slay them all and marry their women.
Oh, if you were king, boy. Bet you're not now, are you?
He looks a little unstable. You know what I mean? Like he could just pop a vein and just axe the table to down, in the middle of the mead hall just because he can. He's
That's
like,
probably what's tempting Squall to be such a smartass right now.
he says, I'm eager for you to head to the site of the crash. It's mere hour's walk north of here, and he points out the door. What say you?
Is that pig done yet?
Yeah, I
Help
want some
yourself. Let's eat and
pig.
discuss
Some pulled pork.
the travels so far.
Got any coleslaw?
Coleslaw.
A baked tater covered in pulled pork, man.
It's like
That
you're-
sounds
it's like-
really good.
A dozen Vikings in here, and he's like, do you have any coleslaw?
Grey Poupon.
Can, do you have any quiche?
You have a
They all
vegetarian
like
option.
stop and look. Coleslaw? Charles says. We can try to make some. Give me that head of cabbage. He chews it up, spits it out, pours some milk on it. Here you go.
Did you ask him if he had a pet owlbear?
I let him wander the peaks of the mountains every night.
He might not be coming home.
You guys got a big bunch of a rack of jerky that you're carrying around with you, trying out on the back of somebody's backpack. Let's see. What does this guy tell you guys? If asked about more information, does anyone ask about more information?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
good.
I mean,
All right. So
not
he
just
says,
him, but everybody in here.
he said the crash happened almost 3:10 days ago. Several frightened children came to tell me about the star that had fallen from the sky. It killed some of their family. When I went to look, I discovered it was a strange metal ship. I really liked that thing drug off the beach and cleaned up. But first you guys gotta make sure it's not dangerous before I have my men drag it into the sea. Go check it out and then come back and let me know what you find out. Hmm?
I don't know. Dragging it into the sea is gonna serve anybody, so we'll go check it out. Yeah.
Has there been any interaction with the ship so far?
Do. No, they stayed away from it. No, my guys, they were ordered to avoid that area because I thought it might be dangerous. Could be like the mine.
Ah, that was smart. You're obviously a smart man.
What are you saying? He looks a little insulted.
And a little afraid.
Yeah. Maybe you should be the king. Smart guy like you.
So was the mine
Jarl.
driving people mad before the crash, or only since the crash?
Oh no, those Kalashites have been going mad for years. Or years ago. The mines have been closed for at least 3 years.
And what did he say? Just a few hours from here, Drake?
That's just over an hour. So
And
right
it's
at
right
the
on the
beach.
beach, right? We
Yeah.
don't need a boat or anything. Okay.
No, I mean, it's just kind of rocky. You're gonna have to, kind of hop and skip and make your way over there. But
Well, we can go check this thing out and be back by lunch, guys.
I don't know about lunch, but it's already breakfast and you guys are stuffed. So dinner, definitely by dinner.
What's for
Breakfast.
dinner?
We're having sea bass and another pig. And coleslaw for the guests.
Sweet
They all
tea.
laugh. Rawr, tearing pieces of meat off.
That
Well, let
seaweed
me ask.
coleslaw.
Let me ask the Sahagin here. If we ready to go, look over at the Staggs.
Sahagin. You're Sahagin now. His fin
Well, I
just kind
figured-
of. He puts his fin up like real fast, like quick, like.
I figured that would get a rise out of the Jarl. So
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
He didn't. He didn't seem to even notice because I didn't catch that either. So you guys are gonna go that way?
Let's go.
Yeah, check it out.
The only other thing that you guys might want to remember is your good old little buddy on the voyage named
His parents.
Burn. Remember Burn? Your castaway. He lives in Fischerbach.
here,
Fischerbach.
he didn't come with us,
We-
though, did he?
No.
No, but we can find his parents.
No,
See
they're
if they're
dead.
still-
Wasn't he on a boat with his parents?
That's right. Yeah, they were. Maybe he's got friends.
He's
I'm
got
not sure
friends in low places. Oh.
I mean, do you trust this? There's just something about Jarl Floki here that just seems strange. He's a little full of himself. Kind of a mean guy, really.
Yeah, he is a little off.
What? Sorry, blinked out. I was staring at the screen. What'd you say? Who's on?
Frostgale. He's a little off.
We're not
Oh,
sure we
this
want
guy?
to tell him about this kid yet.
Yeah, this
'cause,
guy- This guy's a hothead. That's definitely true.
Yeah.
He's got.
like he just might enslave the kid or something, which we could use his laborers on our boat.
when he gets old enough to know how. So north you guys go?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
3 days here, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the calendar's right.
All right. I'm chipping away at rations and stuff.
Sweet.
And wondering, is there any place to buy some dried fish, stuff like that?
Yeah, you
'Cause I-
guys could purchase actually rations here. I'm gonna say that they're only like a 2 or 3 day type of ration that for survivability. Like the ones that are gold a piece, those are like sea rations. They come in a can. You got the little thing to
Right.
open them, and they last like till World War V. They last forever. These rations are only half the price. They're only 5 silver, but they're like breads and fish, and you only got a couple of days, and you got to eat them up, or they're gonna go bad. So,
All right.
but yeah, you can get some of those fish and
Well,
bread. And
I'm just gonna get 3 days worth of food.
there you
I
go.
just want to make sure that
Have some food.
So, all right.
So the crash is on a rocky beach, an hour's walk from Fischerbach, and I have a map, and it's all ready to go. As you guys approach from
Whoa.
from this direction, bloop,
It's like something out of Aliens.
right?
Yeah.
So the sight before you is entirely alien. A strange, twisted metal ship of some sort has smashed into the ground. So obviously the artist didn't draw it too well, but if you zoomed out a little, a lot of this rubble is from it smashing into the ground and scattering across the beach. So you kind of had to climb down right here, a big pile of rubble to get into this area. A few feet from the wreck are 3 human corpses right here.
Do they look like they're 3 weeks old?
From here, the seagulls have been pecking at them, and
Crab food.
yeah, little crabs are running away from them. So yeah, they look like they've been there a little while. Um, the vessel thing here seems to be incomplete. It looks like it's been torn from a larger structure or something. Uh, it's pretty big. It's bigger than most houses you've seen, in Gunderland especially. You smell like weird smells, like foul smelling vapor and hissing coming from the wreck. Like and when you smell it, it like burns the back of your nostril, kind of. Ugh. And you hear this bizarre humming noise coming from it.
Are there any bird carcasses or dead fish washed up on the shore or anything like that?
Nothing
That looks
odd,
like it's
I
affecting
mean,
anything in your.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't look like like radiation poisoning and a whole bunch of fish have floated up or anything like that. You don't see anything odd like that as far as the wildlife goes. Other than this
wanna-
Squall,
vessel looks
Squall,
very strange.
Squall's gonna ask Krell if maybe a bird's eye view of.
I was just gonna say I want to
part
go
of the pond.
scout around
Yeah.
over
I
the
was-
top
like
of
out
it,
in the
see what I
water.
can see. Right.
I'm just wondering if
He's
there's
gonna
more
look-
of it out in the water.
Look for any kind of weird tracks too.
And I'm gonna go up and see what kind of material it's made of.
So
Knock on it. Tap it. Like
these over here are they look like tentacles. They look flexible, like they're moving in the the water. They're still kind of, and they look like tentacles to you, but metal.
Are they mechanical or organic?
Well, he's kind of flying around him, looking at him. So, do you land on him and peck on him like a woodpecker? Like, brrrr?
Yeah, no.
Like, is it metal? Tick, 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 tick. Let's see. So, a squall moves up and he's like, whew. You're like, you can see that they've been dead for a couple of weeks, 10 days, you estimate. You're like, he said 10 days this thing's crashed. That's about how long these bodies look like they've been being picked on and stuff.
They look
Give me
human.
a medicine check. Are you like getting up and like holding your breath a little and really looking at them?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
give
yeah,
me a
because I don't have
medicine
to
check.
breathe, so.
Still stinks. Yeah, they've been here 10 days, so they're pretty decayed. They've been picked at and stuff. You don't know.
But
You
are
don't
they?
notice
Do they look
anything,
human?
yeah, you think they might be villagers.
Okay. Well, then maybe. Okay. I'm gonna move away from them.
Oh, what's up, Leron? Thanks for the biddies. Fantasy Grounds College in the house. So, Crow, when you fly around towards the backside, you can see that this is open back here. You can
Got an
see in
entrance.
a little. And you can also see that this is a big breach in the side of the vessel as well. Yeah, so you can
All right,
see inside down there.
I'll swoop down and kind of look in and see what I can see from there.
The hell?
So Ember was checking out what it's made of. Am I able to tell?
You think it's made out of some kind of weird metal. You've never seen it before. You rolled a 90 on your investigation. Never seen it before. It's alien to you.
Are there any tracks that I can pick up in the sand out around here?
Mostly
Tracks.
wildlife. Anything you think that would have been left here from 30 days ago is well blown away by the wind. Let's see. There's a pin missing. So I'm just catching up here. So yeah, this is not a very big hole over there, Corel. But there's like some like little goo oozing out and like hissing and sizzling against the side. And there's
All
like
right,
a
I don't want to get
vapor
anywhere where
gas
it would
coming
touch
out.
me.
There's like this vapory gas coming out, and you think that burning in the back of your throat kind of might be that as you get close to it, Or I don't think you get that close to it like you are now. You would be like
No.
flying over and looking in, and it's not very big either. And this is just tears, but it's not openings.
It's
over
not an
here.
opening. Okay.
No, the only opening big enough to go in is the back of the ship.
I'll call out to my crew, let them know that there's a way in back here.
So this looks like it's been torn in half. The metal walls are very sharp, like to the touch. You could like, cut paper with them. They're so sharp. And do you see like twisted tubes and stuff kind of hanging out the sides, like over here. and there's like that noxious gas kind of squeezing out. And when you look in, it looks like that area is kind of got a lot of that gas in there. You
You
can
guys want me
make
to go and
out.
check it out?
You can make out that there's some kind of shiny object about that far in of this darker area.
Uh-oh.
Bait.
Who can
What
cast
is the
light?
lighting like inside?
I'll cast light.
I think maybe we should put on like some makeshift masks or something.
So light helps a little bit. You can make out through the haze that there's a circular door on the far wall. The contents of this room are just totally smashed. You see like broken glass vials cover the floor. There's like thin metal wires. They're strewn about the place, and crumpled metal like instruments littered what you think look like work desks or benches on the sides. As you look in, you like
Is this thing making that noise
you-
that we
you-
hear?
you- yeah, there's a humming noise coming. Yeah.
All right, I'll continue to hold my breath and take a step inside. Is there any heat?
All right. So I need to as this vapor gets on you and starts to like seep in your pores and stuff. You can feel a little nauseous coming on, and that burning in the back of your throat turns into like really bad Italian food night, and you ate too much, and that burn it comes all the way up to your nostrils. You're like, oh, where's my Tums? And give me a
But I'm not breathing.
yeah. It doesn't matter if you're breathing or not. It's soaking into you.
Okay.
So let's see how you do. Where are you at? So
Is
you
that
like
a
you like look down and like you see like your part of your flesh starts to like crack, and you see like these little boils form on parts of your skin and stuff, and you feel pretty nauseous. You're like, oh, I don't
let me
feel
I'm
so
gonna use a
good.
card.
Mustard gas.
I'm gonna use a card, and I can add my Constitution modifier to my next attack roll, skill check, or ability. Never mind, that's a saving throw. Never mind. No card. Yeah, I'll dash. I want to dash towards that door and see if I can get out of this haze. Does it get clear inside here?
Oh, it gets a little darker. You know, the haze gets a little thicker, but you get a little closer, so you can make things out a little bit more.
Hey, Squall, if you want to get out of there, I think I can try to disperse this gas with a gust of
You
wind.
don't have to ask me twice.
You see,
Okay.
also, everybody's standing around now. All these wires and this debris and everything, you're kind of looking around, and you guys start to see some tracks on the backside of the ship, like footy prints, except they're not booted like the Tritons. They're webbed like a sea devil or a shahagan. How do you call them? What do you call them? A shahugan? A shahagan?
Sahuagin.
Shahagan. We'll call them sea devils. Yeah, sea devils. The sea devil footy prints. That's what you think, because you've seen those sea devils. You've actually, I think everybody got a piece of one or two of them, right? Yeah. They look like they go like away
Couple
from the
feet.
back of the vessel and into the sea, into the ocean. And now that you're kind of got a light source and you're shining it around in here, you can see that there's some tracks inside the vessel as well. 1 second, I got a burning in the back of my throat.
He succumbed to his own
I,
gas.
yeah, I must have a smell-o-vision or something going on. So give me, yeah, now you guys, enough of you have a high enough perception that you also notice that fishy aroma too, that salmon in a can smell that the Shahagans let off. You're like, yeah, they've been in here. I can tell.
So I want to
So let me,
cast Gust of Wind to try to disperse whatever this gas is inside of the ship.
all right, you cast Gust of Wind, and indeed it does clear out the back fairly well enough so you guys can see in. And but it quickly fills up again, so it's only temporary that will work.
Well, I can maintain concentration on it for a minute. I could hold it while we go in, but then I don't know what we're going to do when we come back out because I can only cast that once a day.
So while he's holding it, I'll move it in.
Yeah, I think I got Gust of Wind somewhere too. Yeah, domain spells, so I could cast it if need be.
All right, so next to this door, on both sides of the door, is a burnished plate of dark that metal. You know, a different color metal than the rest, but it's still the same type of metal. It's like polished kind of, and it's embossed with like little tiny bumps all over it. You can see all over both of those plates.
Is it Braille?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, push.
I mean, they didn't have Braille in 5e, but if I had to describe to your character what it looked like, it would be Braille. That's why the plane crashed, because there's blind people driving it. Why did it have Braille at the drive-through ATM? I never got that. I'm like, really? Is the CNI dog that good? Is he like, huh, you need to put your credit card in? You know, why is there Braille at the ATM in the drive-through?
I
I
had
mean,
never thought about it.
I'm like, there's Braille here? Really? It wasn't like it was, you know, where people would walk up to. I mean, you could walk up to it, I suppose, but there's like the big poles and the tubes, and it's a drive-through, right? I don't know.
It's just cheaper to manufacture it with the Braille and have one copy rather than making separate copies for drive-through and in-person walk-up ATMs.
But you just put a blank plate instead of the Braille one on the thing. I mean,
But that's one more
flip it
step for the
upside down.
manufacturer.
Then blind.
It's
Then
cheaper to just order them by the
if
million.
yeah, probably.
So Ember's pushing against the door, pushing against the plate, trying to get it to open.
All right, so when you touch the metal plate, you get like a mental flash in your head. You're like "Brr," like you're supposed to connect something together or something. You're like, whoa, what the hell was that? Definitely psionic or something going on with that metal thing. Can we
So I
stop
look
the
around. Do I
vomiting?
see the things I'm supposed to be?
Everybody has a stop button. Help a man out here. I'm getting nauseous here. My stomach hurts. I've been throwing up for the last 10 minutes. Is the stream getting sick?
Look around. Do I see what those things I'm supposed?
Do you see the things you're supposed to? You think the way in is through that metal plate? Somehow you got to figure out what the metal plate and how to use it. It looks like it's like,
So,
a pat, you put your hand up there or something. It's about that high.
Crollo put his hand on it.
You get
Run
the
his
same
fingers
kind
over
of
the braille.
uh give me an intelligence check.
Yeah, he sucks at intelligence.
Um All right, so Krell, somebody just stabbed you in the temple with a hot iron poker is what just happened. It felt like in your head. So you're like extreme crushing headache, like a vice and somebody jabbing it in. You're like, oh, and he like goes down to one to. Do you have a knee? Right? Yeah. Does a bird have a knee? Is
Couple
it
of
a
them.
knee? It's a bird. It's a knee. Goes down
but
to
they're
one
bent
knee.
backwards.
So you're like, oh, give me a saving throw. Wisdom saving throw. Oh, nice, bless. We love it. So there's like all these
Wait
voices
a
in your
minute.
head. They're like,
That shouldn't be on there.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was from the owl bear, wasn't it?
That was from the owlbear. Let me clean
well,
that up.
it's still a 20,
Am I still
uh,
poisoned too?
It would be a
22
22
actually.
otherwise.
Yeah, so way higher than the 11 you needed. So you're good. So you don't devorm develop. You don't turn mad. It doesn't make. It started to, and you're like, wait, I get this out of my head. And you just force all those evil thoughts and weird thoughts to go out of your head. You're like, oh crap. But Ember succeeded on his intelligence check. So let's see if you make
Smart
it, what
things.
happens. Failed attempt results in a crushing headache. Uh, all right, so you get a flash of like in your brain of multiple tentacles touching the screen at the same time. Touching this metal pad and like in a certain like order. That's the flash you get in your head. It's like, oh, and it's like four tentacles like touching this thing, and the door opens.
I will try to duplicate it.
With what?
I think I may know what it is.
Are you using like your scrotum and your elbow and what? Your fingers? Like
So
they're
Your
like
tongue.
the fingers
it's
will-
pretty far apart, right? Those things like like 15 inches by 15 inches, and your hand's not big enough to touch the sides. Like,
So I will look at Krell, who's on the ground, and turn around to Squall. Squall, come. Help. Put your hand here. Put your hand here. And then I will go
Hang
like this.
on.
I'll go like this.
Squall's gonna do a little praying first.
you also look down at towards the bottom, and you can see the door is just teeny little bit ajar. Like a little, like there's something, a little piece of metal got caught in the door, and it like folded inside there, and the door didn't close 100%. It's a tiny, tiny bit open.
Push
What
the
do you?
door.
So
Well,
Squall and I are
the
gonna
door
try.
looks like it slides in like a Star Trekky thing. but it's big. It's thick. It's a big steel, whatever the ship's made out of, steel. You think it's alumina iron? Aluma iron.
Who's got a
Okay.
crowbar?
Fire-
We can like pry it open.
So did what? Trying to touch those 4 places, did that work with Squall and I?
I've got a crowbar.
Is this anything or just a kind of a flaw in the image?
No, there's like bits and pieces of stuff that got smashed by the Shahagan. The
It's not a
Shahugan.
Rubik's Cube laying there.
No, it's not. It's a glowy, lighty thing.
All right. Well, I help Ember touch the wall where he tells me to.
All right, so give me a intelligence check. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You don't have to make the intelligence check. You already know what you're doing. You have to make the wisdom saving throw. That's what you got to do.
The wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Oh,
So you don't develop the madness from hearing those voices in your head. And you're gonna try to help. Let's see.
I was like, did I just roll a 1? I saw a 1, then I couldn't see it out there anywhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wisdom or
that who rolled
intelligence?
that before? Ember did? Oh, I thought that was you that rolled that. You rolled a 6? Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, so he grabs his head and let me roll on this handy table. And you're like, you know what? I think I want to eat some of this beach sand. You reach down and just start eating on some sand.
Do the doors open first?
No, the doors didn't open. I could have made it worse. I just made it sand.
Oh, I don't mind. I used to eat dirt as a kid.
Me yesterday?
Yeah. No, it's the ground's frozen here right now.
It's hard to, you gotta lick it.
You gotta wait till the spring thaw.
It's a mudsicle.
So the Nystagmus said he had a crowbar, so we'll jam it in there, see if we can't pry it open.
Who's the jammer? Who's the jam? Who's got the big, I can open this. Who's the big guy in the party? The brute. Don't we have like a 12 is the brute in the party? Is it?
I got a 13.
Oh.
Us archers.
Oh, we got the cleric. The cleric's the brute of the party. He's like,
And he's eating
I'm a
sand.
little busy.
Eating sand.
he is. He's sitting there eating sand. He's like, he looks up at you and goes, "You want some?" So who's doing the crowbarring? We need the athletics check from that person. And since you're using
get
a
a crowbar.
crowbar, you have advantage.
I'll do it. I've got trained
Can I
in
help him?
athletics.
So he gets over there and he scratches at the sand. He gets his paws all hooked up in there. And you hear it go bing, 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 and it starts to open a little bit, and then it goes, and it lets loose, and it just kind of slides back in. And you opened it.
Nice.
And then it starts to come back out, like it starts to close again.
Prop it with the crowbar so it
You're like,
doesn't close on us.
you can hold it. So you get a hold. You don't have to use a crowbar either. You could just put your like an elevator door kind of. It's pushing, but it's not like slamming you close, right? And
Are these-
See through the door.
let me open the map up. We want to see what this is, right? Let's look. Shift. Drawing big circle. Cool, huh? What the hell is this place? You open the strange door from the previous room and are plunged into darkness. That sounds ominous, doesn't it? You're plunged into darkness. Before you is a cylindrical chamber filled with peculiar glass top pools. And there's some kind of like really thin iridescent black metal around those spherical things. You think that they're full of liquid or something? And you can see that there's like little tadpole creatures inside the vats, and they all have like vicious little teeth and like slender little tentacles, like like
Is there gas in here?
and
There will be in a second.
Now that you ask,
and we need to roll initiative. Holy moly! Dragonbait just hosted. What's up, Dragonbait?
What the hell?
Oh, I shouldn't have had advantage on that. I still had help from the owlbear fight. Do you want me to
Oh,
just
on the-
re-roll it?
On the roll?
Yeah.
Nah, we'll call it a oops.
All right.
All right, so a tall humanoid resembling a green-skinned elf lurches toward you. It has clearly suffered tremendous wounds in the crash. Its left leg buckles under its weight and has a huge gash across its chest. The creature's armor, too, has been damaged and hangs off its frame haphazardly. Despite this, the creature swings a vicious silver sword in a wide arc at you with surprising strength. So he like comes out like from like between these vats, and it's like swinging his sword. Except you guys get to react first, because you didn't surprise him and he didn't surprise you, because a lot of you guys have higher than a 12 passive perception, right? Right. Like, raise your hand if your passive perception's over 12. I think it would be everybody, wouldn't it? At least one of you enough to say, holy crap. And Ember, what do you do?
So we immediately left after eating, correct? We have not had a long rest since the owlbear.
You should have gotten a long rest, yes. If I give you a long rest, is it going to screw anything up right now?
It'll reset initiative.
Yeah, that's right. So I could give it individually. Who needs a long rest?
All I need to do is take a spell slot, untick a spell slot.
Yeah. Does anyone
Yeah,
need?
that's
Oh,
all I
you
needed to do.
All right. So if you guys don't need like hit points or anything, then just freshen up,
I'm good.
Right, so you said
because
this
it was
thing
like
looks
2 days after the owlbear. 2 days. You get long rest twice.
I'm gonna move
Is that
up
music too loud?
a little bit. And I'm gonna throw fire at it. after I move
These are like little partitions, and they're probably like 5 feet tall, so you could climb up top on one. They're
Right,
like,
now let's see where I am then.
that's a hit. So you stick him in the chest with an arrow. Oh no, produce flame, sorry. Wrong character.
So I'm gonna look around and see if I see any others. And that'll end my turn.
Scuzzer.
I'm gonna use bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark.
Giving the WoW arrow.
Yep. Shoot him with the arrow. Hey. And it whizzes right by him.
Bing, bang, bang off of this weird metal, make little sparks when it hits. It's like, woo. So what do we got going there, Nystagmus?
You said he's wearing armor. Is it, what kind of armor is it? Is it metal?
Let's see. Where the hell is his NPC sheet? Oh, look in the character or in the combat tracker. He has plate mail. Yeah, it's metal. That bitch is metal.
All right, I'm gonna
We-
move up right next to him then.
Do you smile when you do that? You're like,
Probably, yeah. Grinning at him a little bit, and
like-
I'm gonna shocking grasp him because I get advantage on that since he's wearing metal armor.
Then it's a good thing.
Yeah,
And you-
pretty good.
and you have a light on too, right?
Yeah, I do.
Cool. So this is what the guy looks like.
The Grinch.
Except he's pretty beat up.
A lot of gems on his armor.
So you reach over to him and you're like, give him
yeah.
the old shock.
Exactly. And then he can't take reactions because of shocking grasp, so I will just move back.
You like, as you go back.
Exactly.
I see fades to the background. And Krell.
All right, Krell is going to step up here, and he is going to get out his rapier, and he's going to rapier this guy.
That one gets
All right.
loud.
I am going to use a precision attack on that. So I'm going to add a 1d8 to that attack roll. So does a 14 hit?
Plate armor.
Maybe.
Yeah, it was hanging off of him.
I
So
don't know.
might.
It
the
does.
15 hit
Yeah.
before.
Oh, really? Nice.
All right, so with that hit, I will do this. And then I am going to attack him again using my action surge. And I will attack him with the rapier again. Damn. I'll precision attack again. So another 14. Assume that also hits.
Yep.
All right, for some 7 damage. All right, and then I'm done.
So he gets to go. Let's see. His speed is only a 15. Oh. All right. Let's see what he's got. Wow.
I don't like WoW.
Right? Well, he's gonna take a swipe at Krell with his greatsword, that wicked-looking greatsword, and you can hear it's got like a weird hum coming from it as it hits you, and
Bastard.
like this piercing sound like shoots up into your mind, and you take 22 points of damage, and a lot of it's psychic. You're like, as that sword slashes you
Ow.
open. And thanks, Jingo, for the cheer biddies. Oh, and he shared some rewards with you guys. What'd you get? Oh, look, a Valentine's Day heart. Isn't that sweet? As he like goes to swing the greatsword again towards you, and his leg kind of gives out a little, and he loses his multi-attack.
Oh.
And then he is going to get back from you guys and use a bonus action. And
Did you say he missed me with that second attack?
no, he didn't take his second attack. He's beat up so bad, he's losing his multi-attack.
Okay.
So I was role-playing it out.
So attack of opportunity, or
he misty steps, so
okay.
the silver mist briefly surrounds him, and he teleports back. And it's, let's see, who's got the light source?
I do. Nystagmus.
Yeah, so he's in the darkness back there. You can't really make him out, right? 40 feet, is that what you got? Or 60?
40, yeah. 20 bright and 20 dim.
Is that right? Yeah. Like, that's like perfect. Perfect. And he's done. Squall.
All right. Since Squall is not feeling real good right now,
Yeah, you're like,
he is simply going to cast Cure Wounds at second level on Krell. That really sucked.
give him some healing loves.
Yeah, and I'm going to back out of here so I can try to get my feet under me, my sea legs under me
Yeah,
on this
the
beach.
door's still trying to close, guys. I see you're in the doorway there. So, I mean, it keeps like, hey, let me close.
Okay, well then I'll just move in behind Krell then, or probably move back in this hole right
Well,
here.
they're holding the door open. I was just letting you know that if they do move out
Oh
of
yeah,
the
but I'm not going to interfere with them.
oh,
I'm just going to move right in there. Yeah.
kind of get around the corner. Okay. Wings. What's Wings doing? Do we have Wings here?
Wings is gonna slide up a little bit, and Ember is gonna say,
Oh, there he is.
"It is straight ahead of us." I'm going to move up and shoot him with the one.
Do you have dark vision?
I do.
And then you can see. Magic missiles. Should we like launch a couple of magic missiles at him? And he goes down.
Down.
He's down. And let me catch up. I got a whole bunch of sounds open. I was trying to help you guys with some sounds. As the alien humanoid crumples in a heap on the ground, you hear a horrifying burrowing noise. It's like coming from like inside, and you can hear his rib cage like, and it's like because he's like hunched back, and then he leans forward real sharp, and you can see like his neck is like bulging out, and you can see like his skull is moving, and then out of the back of his skull, like it goes, his skull just busts open, and this quadrupedal brain ruptures from the back of the creature's skull, and jumps down on the ground. And let me show this thing to you. This thing jumps down onto the ground after he climbs out of his skull.
Would I know what that is?
Brain puppy.
It's a brain puppy. I don't think your character would know what that is. How would your character know what that is? Is he educated in the... Ooh. Did y'all pick up the 1970 CB radio?
I didn't understand a thing he said.
I didn't either.
Yeah, your audio's all messed up tonight.
I saw you talking, but I couldn't hear anything you said.
I can see you, but I can't come in. Let me put this... Wait, let me turn this thing on. There it is. And... Let's see, are we supposed to... Oh, it's when it died. And you killed it. And you shot it. And now what do you do? Ember, are you going to move? Are you done? Because we're still in initiative.
Can I do an Arcana check? Wizard
Can-
training?
You want to roll an Arcana and see if you can figure out what kind of creature this is? Sure, I'll allow that. You like sit down on the ground, you pull out a book, you start flipping through it. I think I know what this is. Or you're just gonna glance at it. You're like, I remember there was a picture of one of these in one library I saw, and it looked a lot like that. Yep, it was an intelligent thing. You think it's intelligent? 'Cause you didn't roll very good.
I'm gonna move back.
I don't know what it is, but it's ugly. Scuzzer.
Can I see it to shoot it?
Where are you at? Oh yeah, right there. The door's like
40 feet.
Let's just give you a -2, because the door's hitting you, and he's like at the end of your vision there.
I'll bonus action and put the hunter's mark on him.
Bastard! He doesn't want hunter's mark.
And that's a hit. He's not wounded yet, right?
He's not, no.
He is now.
Partially resisted. Bastard.
Oh, nice. All right, so it comes scurrying over to, what's its movement? 40. So it's like the little alien thing. So it's like comes scurrying at Krell. Because you're standing there, right? You're not like up on the root, you're just standing there. And let's see. So as it gets close to you, you feel that like wave of like psionic energy again. You're like, and it you can feel it emanating it right at you, like whoop 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 whoop. You're like, uh-oh. As it as you're like, no, you're like, yeah, fight your way through the psychic. And wow. And that's all that happens if you make it. Let's see. It can do, and then it claws at you. You go like right at your ankle. Do birds have ankles? It's like whoosh, swipes at you and you jump over it. You're like, ha ha!
If it missed me, then I am going to use a combat superiority as a reaction. I get to make an attack against him.
Nice. Yeah, it definitely missed you with its claw.
I'll stab it.
I stab at thee. It's like goopy. Like you're like not doing as much damage as you think. Nostogamus.
All right. I'm gonna try to frostbite this guy.
He's like, looks like, turns his brain towards you. Like, as you blast at him. He looks like he's got like ice on his paws now. He's slipping around on his claws. Good job. Corral, so this thing's like waving at you with this whoop 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 psionic and it's scratching at you.
All right. Well, I am going to stab at him with my rapier.
So you're like, you like stick it right
Yeah.
into its frontal lobe. Like it no longer has any
I'm going
memory.
to trip attack him.
So you pick him up on your rapier, like you like. Did you make your trip?
I got to roll that. No, that's the wrong one. Shoot. Succeeded, so he did
And
not
you
go
like
prone.
flinging back to the ground, and he just like lands on his feet. He's like, and he makes that wavy noise sound. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. Anything else?
No, I think that's all I can do on my turn.
Squall. You're like, you're in the corner still. You come out. What's going on? I've been thrown up over there.
Wipe my mouth like, and I hate to burn this slot, but this is not looking good, so I'm going to use lesser restoration. Try to get rid of this poison.
Does lesser restoration remove
And,
poison?
Condition blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Sweet.
Yeah. So that's my action, and that is my. Okay. I don't think I have a bonus.
Woohoo! Woohoo! A usable bonus action?
I don't have a usable bonus action. No, I thought I had like a.
You know,
Oh
I
wait,
looked for
healing word.
an owl,
Healing
and that
word,
was
but it's
best.
a spell. It's a spell though. Healing word is a
Yeah.
spell, but it's a bonus action, so I can't use it. Yeah.
You could have kicked him in the face and then healed yourself, but yeah, no.
Yep.
Ember?
Alright, so Wings just flies up a little bit, perches on the edge of the tank, watching around for anything else coming along. I'm gonna slide back up. And throw some fire at it.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Burn
So
that
this-
little bitch.
So this thing goes, and its little legs like shrivel up and shrivel in, and it rolls over on its back, and it lets out this loud, like psionic, as it dies. And that's it. Let's see.
Level up.
Level up. All right, so you guys notice the pool is cracked in this chamber.
This one's broken. Are they dead? Are them squirming things dead in this one?
Yeah, you don't see any of the squirmy things in there.
I want to kill those squirmy things. I don't want to leave those alive.
Yeah,
Can
those
escape
types.
the
Ember like
ocean.
boil the water while they're without breaking it? Boil.
Oh, it's clever.
Yeah,
Cast
whatever
freeze frame every
whatever
6
was in
seconds.
this tank looks like it leaked out that way.
But are there dead squirmy things laying there?
You
Or do
don't
they
see
look like
any
they're just
squirmy
gone?
things.
I think they made it to the ocean.
Bastards.
And then there's a door here.
Invasive species, guys.
So does any of this look familiar at all? Have I seen or heard anything like this at all?
In the comic book store. in the
Zoblob's
Fire
comics.
Ganassi comic
The
book store.
Zoblob shop. The
Zoblob shop.
Purple gnome smoking purple smoking stuff.
You believe that this thing came out of the sky.
Hey guys, do you think if we cook and eat that big brain, we'll get smarter?
I was just starting to feel better.
I'm checking to get Yankee for treasure.
Yeah, he had some gems on that
So,
armor there.
Corel, you have been awarded a potion of heal from Dragonbait in the chat.
Thank you very much.
Dragonbait for some lovin', party lovin'.
Dragon Bay for the save.
Appreciate that.
Let me read through this real quick and see if I missed anything. Blown up, dead bodies, crashed, Uh, there are multiple ways for the character to determine. So you can see that there's like a lockbox on the floor that's been broken open. That's actually out here. I'm sorry. In this room, there was a lockbox that had been broken open on the floor. Its contents plundered.
It's Miss
And
Dagbus's cousins again.
Ember, you find bits and pieces of what looks like a necklace, but it's made out of like coral and seashells. It just does not look in place here. It looks very out of place. It's like a broken necklace laying on the ground. Like,
Check it for magic.
give me somebody give me a religion check. He's like, hey, check this out. It looks like
It's
it
an
might be
immunity idol.
it might be a. He's like, I don't know what it is. And Squall's like, I never seen that before. So you do recognize the Shahagan footy prints around that area. It doesn't look like they made it into this chamber though, the footy prints. And this is the little plate, strange door. The knight has, that's what they call him. He's got plate mail. He's got a broken leg. Definitely determined that he had something crawl out of the back of his skull. I mean, that's pretty obvious. And then there's another door with those two plates on it. So let me go ahead and unlock your tokens for now.
Is there any way we can tell why that dude was banged up in the first place, other than the intellect devour being?
You guys are pretty sure that
Crash.
he was in a crash, some kind of physical trauma to his body, perhaps
So he
a
might have been
ship
part
hitting
of
the
part of
beach.
this crash.
Yeah, it could be. Very likely, the wounds he sustained was from smashing against a bulkhead.
Did he have any loot?
He does have some loot, cause
He'd been over to see Vex.
he's been over to see Vex, but I didn't push the button, so let me push the button. So he's got a little sack, and in the sack,
That's what was wrong with him.
He
He's got a-
obviously doesn't have Rob's huge package.
he does have a little wad of like knots that look like a ball sack. I'm gonna put that in the party sheet for you guys. There's a couple of scrolls in there. A scroll of Featherfall and a scroll of True Strike. A small mirror set in a painted wooden frame. And a water skin. And a piece of obsidian. So that's in the party sheet there. This little ball sack there, the not right. Little ball, little knot. Party loots.
I would like the feather fall if no one else does.
Oh, I didn't play my first ever official imported sound into Fantasy Grounds that I found and John made and then showed me how to put it in Fantasy Grounds though, but it's quiet though. I need to turn it up. Hey Mickey, you're so I turned it down
yeah,
too much.
it was quiet.
Yeah, turn up your player a little bit. Not the owl. I'll play it again. But I can adjust that because I know how. Oh, easy. I could probably do it in like a minute. All right, so you guys are looking at this other door. So let me close party sheet and let me click on that pen. The door to this chamber is locked with the same door mechanism that was out there. So who's gonna touch it?
Can we put like that broken chest or something so that door doesn't close behind us?
It's only like a
I want to put
little
something to block
lockbox.
that one.
So the
I just want to put something in there.
Can we jam it with the crowbar?
Somebody give me a thieves tools roll, which would be Dex.
Well, I'm
If you
good with
don't,
Dex. I just don't have thieves tools.
well then
Yeah, me too.
we'll take we'll take it without the proficiency then.
Straight up Dex check.
Yeah. So he's like, Krell's like, he wedges it in. You hear it go, ging, 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 and it stops. He's like, he puts his hands, don't touch the crowbar. So you wedged it like 80% open. Very nice. So who's touching the little door thingy, or how are you guys getting through this door? Mm-hmm.
Ember's the one that knows the combo, right?
Yeah, he's like, we used a crowbar. Because his help ate sand the last time. Because whoever touches it has to make a wisdom saving throw or develop short-term madness. So that's how the mechanics work. So
I
which
got an
character is
18
going to do
wisdom.
this?
I'll try to.
So give me a wisdom saving throw, please, sir. 19 plus 4, 23. All right, so you have succeeded. Who is helping him try to figure out how to open this door? Because it takes
Ember.
more than 2 hands.
Ember is showing him where to put him.
Okay, so Ember, give me that wisdom saving throw to see if you develop a short-term madness. And you rolled a fat 1. So 1 plus 2 is not high enough. So
I can help him out. I can try.
so he's like, you see him like jolt, like stiff, like, "Get," and then he like kind of sways a little, and he just stands there shaking his head because you are stunned.
Stunning.
Stun. You're feeling a little better after your remove poison dealy dude there, Squall. So you're like, oh, I'm kind of hungry, but I don't want sand. And you're like,
No, there's plenty of sand. I'm fine.
You just keep throwing it up, eating it. And
I'll try
throwing
some
it
of this brain.
Yeah, that looks tasty actually. It's got like little
No
bloody
brain.
veins hanging out of it.
I was trying to catch up on notes there in Squall's journal. So, would you guys like me to say a prayer for you all? Would you like to try this door again? Do you need some spiritual help? Are you starting to see the evil of your ways?
I'm already doing it.
I'll help him out. Krell will go ahead and attempt to help.
Okay. You know what? The funny thing is I'm sitting here control clicking Caesar's picture, and his video image doesn't work that way. Um, all right. So Scuzzer, allow me to say a prayer because you look like you need it. And I will cast guidance.
You need a wisdom save from me, Drake?
Do you touch the little dealy dit? Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna help out Scuzzer.
Yeah, if you
Oh, so wait a sec.
if you guys
Yeah,
succeed on it,
Give it to Krell.
then you don't have
If
to roll it
okay,
again.
I
I rolled like a
misunderstood that.
25 or some
All
shit.
right, I misunderstood that. So let me put that on Krell instead. I'll take it off.
Wait, didn't somebody already succeed on the roll?
Scuzzer did.
So you don't have to do it again. So Scuzzer gets a freebie if he does it.
A freebie. I don't understand.
You didn't have to
Apply it
pay
to
for
Krell.
it. You didn't have to roll. He's already succeeded, so his mental capacities are keeping him protected now that he's succeeded.
I'm poking buttons.
Yeah, so only one, and you do succeed. So you guys figure out how to open this thing. Let me describe the way these things work. So each door is imbued with psychic energy that functions like an arcane lock spell. There's an inscription on the plate that describes the genofluctuations that you have to use to open the door. So, you gotta like mash these things in a certain kind of order to do it. And that's how you did it. So let me open that room up. Shift. Actually, right click. Delete mask. Goodbye. Alright, so this room is you open the door into a huge circular chamber dominated by a gigantic brine pool, which levitates a few inches off the ground. The pool is surrounded by alien architecture that is horrifying to behold. The structure seems to be an unnatural mixture of molten rock and metal, covered in otherworldly hieroglyphics that fold together and separate as you observe them. The whole chamber gives off an aberrant malaxy, causing the hairs on the back of your neck to stand up. So you're like, as you're looking in, and the door's like trying to close again. So what do you guys do?
I wait for the people in front of me to move, but I start preparing Thunderwave to knock them through the door.
I'm gonna search the place.
So as soon as you step in, you need to give me another wisdom saving throw. All right, so you get this flash in your head again, and like your heart starts racing, and then you realize, oh, I'm tougher than this, and you succeeded on your saves.
Nice.
Krell, Scuzzer, and Krell. So you two that stepped in. Let me check one thing real quick. Krell, you see, like under the tank, like because it's levitating off the ground, you see a little shadow and a little tail go by. think it was a rat tail. And like up underneath the tank up there.
Can I crouch down and see if I can see it?
Yeah, you can see them up under there. They look like rats, except I'm going to show you a picture of them.
Except they have intellect devourers in them.
Little baby one.
Sorta.
Brainy rats. All right, well, I'm going to shoot the sucker with my bow.
There's like a whole bunch of them. Like a swarm.
Anybody got something fire or something they can do under there?
Ember.
I
don't
could
have
cast
fire.
Shatter. I could
Well,
cast Shatter, but I might rupture that tank.
Yep, me too.
Dump it right on them. You have wet rats.
let's roll initiative and figure out what we're doing. Let's see what the rats roll. All right. So it works out perfect because Corral gets to go first. It's like,
On a 29. Jeez. So yeah, he's gonna crouch down and shoot an arrow at him.
all right, roll to hit. Oh, let me turn them on. Hold on. There they
Can't
are.
target him.
Sorry.
All right. Or is there any kind of minuses or just straight up?
Oh, you're kind of crouching down. I think you can shoot up under there pretty easily.
All right.
Didn't really say how high up off the ground it is, but twang, 23. So you like quick, kill a couple of them. You see the whole pack starts to glow, right? Now that you got their attention, you see them all, like the illumination starts coming out and the whole room starts to light up. And they're like,
I'm gonna move over there, give the others a clearer shot, and then pass my turn.
All right, Scuzzer's gonna move over to the other side of the room. And take a shot from over there.
that's a hit.
And they were already damaged, right?
Yep. Yep.
Colossus. And I'll pass my turn. You can move the token. I've moved it.
There's lots of movement going on.
Wings is just gonna try to telepathically talk to Ember, calm him down, figure out what's going on.
Let's see. So the rats 60-foot range. the hell is this? It's not coded right. It just says must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, but it didn't set the DC, so the DC's a 0 and you made it. Right?
On my screen, I see save 13 versus DC 13.
Yeah, that's what I see too.
Yeah, but watch, I'll put it on Scuzzer. Save 20. Oh, I guess it is right.
Same DC, yeah.
So you succeeded. All right, so let's see. All right, so again another psionic blast coming from the swarm. As it does that, and it also comes running out and tries to bite you. So they come like swarming up all over your legs and your feet and everything. And
Those chicken legs.
yeah, biting and pecking and scratching at you for 10 points of damage.
Damn.
Nasty little boogers. Ember. So they are actually on you in your space. They're crawling all over you.
So how long passed between when I touched the door and when we came in? Was it 3 minutes?
When you touch this door,
Yes.
3 minutes. No, it was like 12 seconds, wasn't it?
Alright. So I'm stuck, can't do anything.
Yeah, you're stunned for 1d10 round or 1d10 minutes.
Stunned.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't. I don't
Smack
have
him.
anything for them.
He's just standing there like
He's just standing there instead of going
drooling.
through the
He looks
door.
like
Yeah, like hey, I will. I'll slap him. I'm a free action slap him as I step by here.
you nudgy.
Look
What's
inside.
the matter? He looks like he's mentally been one flew of the cuckoo nest currently.
So he doesn't react to the slap. The doors are still open.
If someone was holding them, they are. If not, they are currently closed.
Oh.
Wow, 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 wow.
I guess I will step forward and because I don't know what's going on inside there. I'll try to open the doors because nobody held the Nystagmus, did you hold the doors open?
I wish I could say I did, but
No, but that's what I thought. Okay, so I'm gonna look at these doors. I'm not
Wasn't
so
it
sure I
clear
want to
that the
touch them
doors
though.
closed, right? I was clear about it, right? They just kind of forgot.
I was taking notes. No, I was taking notes. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I want to touch this door here. Shit.
Well, this is all happening rather quickly. So, if you want to use your action, you can catch the door before it closes.
Okay, then I will do that. I will use my action and
Okay.
catch the
So,
doors.
like they all go in, and you're like, "Oh shit, the door!" Psh, and it starts to close. This is all happening like relatively quick, right? 6
Right,
seconds
right.
for the whole thing. So you're like, "Oh, hey, are you all right?" He's not. Oh, the door's closing. So you step in and you grab the door. So you catch it.
And I look around, and I'm going to bonus action, healing word at Krill.
Give him some lovin's.
Yeah, looks like he
5
looks like
points.
he looks like shit.
Helps a little.
For healing word, that's not bad.
He's been taking a
Alright.
beating tonight.
Well, he's your tank.
It's all right. I'm up for it.
kind of. All right.
So
I'm
I was
gonna go
thinking.
ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and move into the room. Now, do I have to make a save or something?
Yep. If you come into the room, you got to make a save. Wisdom save. Wisdom save. Yep. And you make it.
Sweet.
So you
All
don't
right,
look like
now.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest out there hallway.
Now when I come in, I see this rat. It's in the
No,
same space
it's a
as
swarm of rats, and they're all
swarm of
crawling,
rats.
all biting him, and crawling in his hair. He's like, ah, or in his feathers. He's like, yeah.
So I probably can't thunder wave him without hitting Krell too.
That would be cool though.
It would be fun, but no, I'm not going to do that. All right, I'll move up a little bit closer so I can get a clear shot, and then I'm gonna witch bolt these.
Oh, they're all over Krell. So I don't-
Oh, this would be fun. Light him
Oh,
up.
what? Maybe that's maybe that's not a good idea. Am I gonna hit him if I do that?
well, I don't know. How do you not hit him with a witch bolt if they're crawling all over him?
Is it an area of effect spell?
Or is it
If it's not an
one?
area of
Is
effect
it a
spell,
creature?
It's just a creature.
So yeah.
Oh.
So like, go ahead and roll the hit or whatever it is.
just don't roll a 1.
All right, we'll see, Krell. Sorry.
So he like stretches out his wings and kind of goes, and a whole bunch fall on the ground, and you're like, they're like, geek. It's like cooking rat, and you roll a 1. So one rat goes, his little brain goes, and he falls over, and his legs twitching.
But then I'll move back a little bit. Actually, probably not
Goes
quite that far.
He goes over and kills one rat, and then goes back. I help.
Don't worry, Krell. I'll save you.
They're all over him. Got one of them. It's your turn, Crow.
All right. Krell is going to he's going to disengage and then fly over to here. And then I'm going to use second wind to heal myself.
So he's like, and flies across the room and lands over there.
Exactly.
He's like, and he starts like, fixing his feathers. Scuzzer. All the rats are like,
Yeah.
they just fell on the ground. They're scampering around. They're looking like they're gonna be coming like this direction any second now.
Took a shot at.
So you like, twang, it skips across the ground. You like catch up a couple of them.
Rolling for the damage.
Wow, you like got a bunch of them, like a whole long shish kebab of them. You're like,
And that's the end of the turn.
so Wings is like, lunch. Swarm of cranium rats. Let's see. Let's do a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range. Everyone must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. So let me target you guys and give you a safe. And we have a failure. Krell. You are confused. The
Bastard.
spell assaults your mind, spawning delusions and provoking uncontrolled actions. So
Don't
an
piss your
affected
pants.
target can't use reactions and must roll a d10 at the start of each of its turn to determine its behavior for that turn. At the end of each of its turns, an affected target can make a wisdom saving throw. If it succeeds, the effect ends.
Okay.
So where's what happens when you roll a d10 chart? I guess I
There should be a
probably gotta look up the spell.
in the tables.
Yeah, there's a table. Well,
I
we
think
don't
it's
need it
1
yet.
through 9. I attack the rats, and on a 10, I don't do anything.
Alright, so you got it. Cool. You can handle it. Good job. Let's see. And that is a... And then it's going to move. So it comes over here and it jumps up onto Nystagmus and it starts crawling up on him and they're gonna try to start biting at you. And they do. But there's less of them, so they do less damage. So like, ah, you're not shocking them anymore. Wah, wah, wah. Ember. Stunned. Stunned, you can't do jack, huh? I want to see what stunned is.
Yeah, does he get a saving throw or
Only 9 more
anything?
minutes.
Stunned creature, incapacitated, can't move, can speak only falteringly. So you're like, and you fail strength, dex, saving throws, attack rolls against the target have advantage. So you're probably safe out there for now. Let me double check and see if it had a save. I don't think so, though. Nope. 1d10 minutes. Wow. That sucks. Don't touch the door. Squall, what you doing, buddy?
I'm gonna target myself, Nystagmus, and Krell across the room, and I'm gonna cast Bless while holding the door open.
Give me a d20 roll. Squall. All right. Nystagmus. He didn't think
All right.
about it, Sven. Sorry.
Can let's see. Can I move out of this space, the same space as the rats, without triggering an attack of opportunity?
Disengage.
Well, yeah, you can disengage, but you should be able to just
Just
kind of shake them off like that. As long as you don't
yeah.
leave their reach. That's the mechanics
All right.
of it.
Great. That's what I want to do, and then I'm gonna try to hit it with a thunder wave
So you're like,
and push it
and you
back.
just like, just get them off of you. You jump back and you're like, Thundercat, and you're gonna blast it like, just what is it, 5 foot square right next to you?
It's technically a 15-foot square here. I can draw it real quick.
Oh, so it would
So it'd
be
be like
15,
like that.
That's cool. So against this vat too, right? Let's check this thing out.
Yeah. Thunderwave does say it only pushes unsecured objects.
Well, this thing's levitating, you know? So that's why I'm seeing if you can actually move it. If it's going to go slamming against the side of the... You're going to give it a concussion. Yeah, I don't think Thunderwave's enough to move that thing. Give the rats a blast. Oh, they failed too. $11 points. Was there like? There's like 2 rats left. Like, they're still coming though. There's 2 of them.
And they are pushed back 10 feet away from me.
I would say away from you would be there, right?
Yeah, makes sense to me.
All right.
All right, and then I will move back a little bit.
So these 2 rats come flying and they land on the table over there and they look at Squall, who's kind of like keeping the door open. Krell, you're like up on the vat. You're like got your feathers all back. You're like all fully healed up. What are you gonna do?
All right, so I'm still affected by the confusion, right?
Yeah. What did I say? You get to roll.
So at the beginning of my turn, here's the roll. I got the table open. So that's what I
Alright,
do. And then at the end of my turn, I get to make another saving throw, right?
so yeah, do you need me to drop that or to go?
Yes, please.
That is confusion. On Growl. You failed. A 2 plus a 1 for bless is a +4.
Still one of the better possible outcomes. At least I didn't attack one of my neighbors.
This is true. Scuzzer.
I'm gonna try to line up these last 2 rats and take a shot at.
Like eeny, meeny, miny, hey Mo! And you hit him. So you like, because
See
gotta
if I
do more
can't
than-
take them out.
you gotta do more than 4 points. Because
That's more than 4.
they only had 2 left, and they have resistance. All right, so you kill the swarm of cranium rats. Oh, the rest of the I didn't show the rest of the party. These rats, did I? Sorry.
Ugly bastards.
All right, and they got some at-will powers too. They've got confusion they used, and the first one they tried was dominate. That would have been nasty. Because
Dominated by rats.
right? Because now you have Krell attacking you, flying around with his bow. Twang, twang, twang. So there's a big pool of liquid.
Has Krell snapped out of it? Or Ember?
Yeah, let's say you guys kind of gather your wits for a few minutes and you take like a 10-minute little break and he kind of comes around. You like give him some water. Hey, are you all right? You kind of talk him out of his little seizure he was having. And let me drop you out of combat. And unlock your tokens. Because you're free to move about the cabin.
All right, I want to search the room.
And take stunned off of him.
Yeah.
Let's see. The rats did have some crap. Thank you, Vex.
I was wondering if they were like hoarding something underneath there, hiding something.
Hey, there's a rapier tucked up under there. Nice.
Hey, that's mine.
Oh yeah. They got a scroll of vicious mockery. 80 gold. Cool. I'm gonna drop that in the party inventory. I moved this out of the way so it wouldn't open on top of it, and then I open that. I need to learn how to play Fantasy Grounds. There you go. And with that, let's take a quick little 5-minute break. How's that sound? I gotta go wee wee and stuff.
You bet.
Sounds
Good.
good.
Yeah, we're
Sounds
gonna
good.
take a quick 5-minute. Those that are hanging out and chat, don't go away. We'll be right back in like 5 minutes. right, some of us are making our way back to the table, even. Those in chat, thanks for sticking around. But yeah, some cranium rats, an intellect devour, and a Gith Yankee. What do you think is going on, guys? This thing from the Trackless Sea? Probably not.
So
Well,
is this
it's
call
not down
of
from
deep
where I'm
space?
from.
Right? Is everything ID'd in the... Yep, yep. Alright, so there's a pool of briny water, I think is the only thing in this room of any notice.
I like that silk rope. Anybody want to roll me for it?
Mm,
No, go
wait,
for it.
I'm here. I'll be off camera for a second.
I would like that oat token if nobody else wants it.
Go for it. That was cool. I looked at it and thought, yeah, that'd be something. Trick somebody with.
If I put it in my pocket, it would just blow up.
You sweaty balls.
Just add water.
Oh, the water, yeah. I'm sorry, is that a note tucked in your pocket? Or come on, somebody's got to take the knot right.
I'll take that thing.
Just gonna say that.
I mean-
And then I think Nystagmus, are you the only one that can use the vicious mockery? I don't know. I can't
No,
use any of those scrolls, I don't think.
no, that's just a bard spell, isn't it? The vicious mockery.
Yeah, just
I don't think any of
Uh,
us can use it.
Yeah, it's Bard only.
True
And-
Strike is Bard, Eldritch Knight, Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard, Arcane Trickster.
I would rather do nothing than cast True Strike so somebody
Exactly.
else can take it.
Exactly. It's the dumbest spell in the book.
But for some reason, the scroll is worth 40 gold, so we can just sell it.
Let's sell that damn thing.
Now, there was a cool variation in a thing that I've been converting where they had a mass true strike where you could give your entire party the true strike advantage against the target as opposed to just you. That one was actually pretty cool.
That'd be pretty powerful, even as a, few
Mass True Strike.
leveled
Yeah.
spell, not just a
It was
cantrip.
like it was a level 2, I think,
Sounds right.
but gives the entire party advantage against a one creature.
I usually just make it a bonus action.
All right, so if somebody touches the water, I'm assuming eventually somebody's going to examine that. You have a horrifying sound of searing metal fills your brain, and a sequence of images flash through your mind. First, you glide through a strange silvery sea dotted with distant stars. Then suddenly, you're face to face with one of the green-skinned humanoids. They stab at you at again and again at your gut with that silver sword, and with a blinding flash, you're hurled towards the ground. Flames surrounding you. Boom! You hit the ground, and all goes black. And
What's the water taste like, Nystagmus? I'm holding the door, remember? Somebody up there needs to taste the
what's the
water.
water taste? So who wants to be that character that actually?
Oh yeah, I'll do it.
All right, so give me
Stick your pinky in there.
the wisdom saving throw.
Where are you going, Krell?
Just
This thing's
prepping.
gonna blow up. Oh, nice! You succeeded awesomely. So you don't become stunned for a minute afterwards. And then if I roll, it says roll any dice on an odd number, you fall into the pool and begin to drown.
Would I drown, actually?
I don't
Hey, you're a
know.
water breather, right?
It's not water, it's brine. I got in
That's just
Tomb
salt
of
water.
Annihilation, there's like a big thing of wine. It's not water.
You just make him drunk.
Drunk and drowned. Drunk and drowned it.
Pickle.
So, other than the weird humming noise and the stinky fish, the thing starting to fill back up full of that gas again, there's nothing else of interest in here. I mean, it's all
So
interesting, but
is this like the control room, or
Yeah, nothing on these
what, they
tables.
piloted? Yeah, that's what
you
I'm checking out.
you
The
think that
tables.
this was actually part of a bigger vessel or a bigger?
So
This
it's
is just a piece of something.
a piece that
This,
broke off.
yeah. It's not like you don't think this was the ship, you know.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think we go out the side instead of trying to go back through that gate.
Well, this hole's too small to get out. Unless you are a
Oh,
gas,
is it?
then you could get out. Yeah.
Do you guys think we should smash whatever these tanks are on our way out?
I think we should try to get Ember to boil the water. Maybe you can boil it without break. Maybe you can kill them
If,
little ugly
or
things.
if we can block this wall exit thing, we can like break them and let them spill out onto the floor and let the things just flop around and then just stomp on them.
Play a big game of whack-a-mole.
Squish
Some thunder waves.
No, VC is
It's
not
being
good
Yeah, it
tonight.
keeps
stupid. Yeah.
keeps popping in and out.
Huh.
All right, I say we
Now,
bust one open and see if we can stomp them.
are the tanks on the ground, on the floor?
Yeah, the ones in the big room are, yeah.
Doesn't somebody have control of water?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Anything you can do with that? Swirl
I got
them
create or
around, or
destroy
smash them, or
and shape water.
Yeah, I was thinking about what I could do with that, and I I, I don't know. I could freeze some of the water, but only if like there's no creatures in it. Otherwise, I can just like move the water around. So I don't know how useful it's going to be to take care of these
Well,
things, kill them off or anything.
I can destroy water up to 10 gallons of clean water within range in an open container. I don't know how many gallons are in these containers.
That's a lot. That's a lot of gallons in them containers, unless they're
That's
Yeah,
what I
shallow.
was thinking.
they're each probably at least a couple 100 gallons.
Oh, I wouldn't do anything with them then.
And if we boiled it, if they're covered in some kind of a crystal glass or something, then you stand a chance of steam building up in there,
Right.
blowing up. Um,
Plus, this noxious gas is filling up in here. So
yep, time to go. This door's beating the crap out of me.
Leave them.
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
Alright, so
If we don't mind using some spell slots, we could always cast Shatter in here and just break all these open.
I think that's a great idea. Honestly. We'll
I've
do it
got,
right as we're going out the door, shatter the whole place.
Yeah, Tempest is withdrawing from me. I mean, I might have a couple more favors to ask him for today, but that's what we think we want to do.
I'm gonna
well, that
drag
door's pried open with the crowbar, so it's easy enough to get outside.
the,
All
drag
right.
the
So,
Yankee into the doorway a little.
oh no, I can't.
For the-
Shatter's a second level spell. I'm sorry, Sven. You were saying something. I couldn't understand you though.
Dragging the Gith Yankee. Putting the Gith Yankee into the doorway. So
Oh, you're using the body. There you go. Use the plate mail. Prop it open. He's like on his head. He's like laying there. The door's pushing on him.
that way we can grab the crowbar.
He's like, you got it. Don't want to leave this behind. It's like the only thing that's probably saved your freaking hide was the damn crowbar to get through the door. You guys would have all been standing out here stunned, like,
So should we track these Sahagin trails and try to find out where the hell they?
Well, you can see that they go like that way into the water.
And that was 3 weeks ago.
No, 30 days ago. 10 days ago.
Well, yeah, but a week's a 10-day here in Forgotten Realms.
No, a 10-day is a 10-day. It's called 10 days. It's not a week.
You look
A
on the
week is
calendar and 10 days is a week.
It's a
10 days
10-day
is
week.
7 days.
It's not a 7-day week, it's a 10-day week.
Well, they call them weeks. We call them weeks, but our weeks are 7
There's
days.
there's a group in Waterdeep. You can catch them on a Saturday night, and they have wrote a song called 11 Days a Week. They all have like these bobbed haircuts. And they wear suits. Nice looking guys. Nice looking young men.
So by the
Yeah,
time you guys
so
get
once
out of
everybody-
here and stuff, it's probably around noon, just to give you a time frame. So you're like on the beach at noon.
We got to get
come
back in
out.
time to get some of that hog.
But you guys are only, 45 to an hour back to the little Fisherbach. It's only an hour
Let's let
back.
Nystagmus shatter that thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Shatter in here and see if I can break these things.
All right. What is the range of shatter?
So it'll be like that.
So
See if I
can
can
you
get
do it
all four of
twice?
these. Yeah, I'm gonna do it once to make sure it works and shatters these 4, and then I'll do it again on the other remaining 3.
I have lava knife ready. Back him up if any don't break.
And how much damage maximum can you do with shatter?
Sorry, the damage? Is that what you were saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was it's 3d8.
Yeah, so it would take 5 shatters maximum out to bust these things. Once you hit them once, you're like, wow, they're tough. You think you might have to crash a ship to break one.
Okay, never mind, guys.
Just that
It ain't
upcast it
gonna
as a
work.
9th level spell.
There you go. Woo! And maximize it, right? Wait, he is a sorcerer. Do you have maximize? I mean,
Yeah, I've got the enhanced empowered spell. That's what it is. Yeah.
Empowered. Yeah, well, the first time you burn the spell slot and you blasted them, and you like
Yeah.
barely any little. You're like, oh, that's not glass. It's some kind of transparent aluminum or something from Star Trek. Hello, computer. Who's a Star Trek nerd? Sven's the only one that got it.
Oh, I got that.
Oh, John got it too. All right, so go walking off into the ocean, following Shahagan footprints, or going back
I can
and
I can scout around just if to see anything flying up ahead. Just kind of scouting around the area.
in the general vicinity. Yeah, you don't find anything in the general area. So I'm gonna give you guys a short rest because you're gonna get back off the beach and or out of the ship and kind of figure out which way to go, what you want to do. You're going to have a discussion. You're going to eat some rations. You're going to drink some water. You're going to try to get that burning out of your mouth and back of your throat. And a couple of you are probably hungry from throwing up. And
One
give you
of
a
us
short
is full
rest.
from eating sand.
Yeah, man, I feel fine. Might need to see a dentist.
And you guys head back to Fischerbach, right? I'm assuming.
I guess.
Any objections? Or do you guys want to go wading out into the ocean? Let's follow the tracks. Probably half the party has no problem with that, though, I would think.
Before we leave the beach, Nystagmus, would you look and see, is there anything blatant, like within the first 100 feet of the ocean?
Yeah, sure. I'll swim out there and see if I can see anything.
You as well do not find anything suspicious nearby.
All right, yeah, cool. Let's go. Let's head back.
All right, so you guys make your way back to Fisherbark, and
Let's go see Loki.
let me pull that open. And so, if the party reports back to Jarl, which obviously you guys are going to do, about the Shahagan tracks and the crash, he asks you guys to head towards the wreck of the Golden Crown. That's where the Sea Devils lair. So on the map, there is the wreck of the Golden Crown.
That's out in the water.
And yeah, he's going to describe it to you in a very interesting way. And he says, she sits on the bottom, some 50 feet down, mast not sticking out. And with that, we're going to level up.
Oh,
Fourth
yeah.
level,
Right.
baby. Because you reached a milestone. Dun 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 dun.
Boom, boom, boom.
So wait.
Fourth level, here we come.
It's actually 75 feet of water, he tells you she's in. The Golden Crown, a Kalashite galleon that was used to transport precious metals from the mine. He points up the hill. The crew went insane. Over a century ago, is it rumored? Everybody taking same level, same class? Anybody switching up classes?
Nope. I'm gonna take the healer feat.
Nice. What's that? D8 plus for you is what is going to be a
D
3?
D6 plus 4 plus each hit die that the so like for us we'll each have 4 hit dice, so it'll be 1
Oh,
die
plus
6
4.
plus 4 plus 4.
Nice. How do you code that?
Short rest. Once
Hmm?
per short
I'm
rest
gonna-
on each person.
Yeah, actually, that was handy. Did Rob code that on there? Did he do that yet?
I don't know.
He said he was. Check it and see if he coded that
Well,
on
let's
there.
see if
That-
he's got. I don't have the feats loaded. Hang on. There it is. Feats list with benefits.
No, I did that. Wings is gonna take a level of berserker.
All right, that's going to be nice. Berserkin owl that can attack.
No.
Just running around really
Scuzzer is
fast.
gonna take sharpshooter.
What? No, it's
And
broken.
so
I don't
is,
allow it in my games. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Krell's taking sharpshooter also.
No, he doesn't have healer coded.
All
But
my
it wouldn't
NPCs
be
now have
hard, I
mirror
mean,
image automatically. He doesn't? Slacker. Rob, if you're watching this, never will you ever see this, but you're a slacker. He
Call
did
from a
make a
deep
note.
pass
I
and
remember it.
feed.
It was the item I think he coded it on, though. Yeah, I think he coded it on the item. Does he have items? Healer. It wouldn't be on an item. It would still be a spell entry, though. Healer. Feet healer is all that's in there. Squall. Ability. Did you drop that action on your
no.
Marbania?
But I don't think it's gonna code. But I will. I'll try it. And
Where'd it
no,
go?
it doesn't know what to do with it. I don't know, where did it go.
Oh, it's up top. Healer.
Oh, by golly, it does. So the heal 1 is anybody who is dying. I can use a healer's kit on them, and they stabilize with 1 hit point. Which I don't know why a healer would ever, why a cleric would ever do that. And I guess you just have to code.
Well, they have to be. They can't be unconscious to get the D6 plus 4. Right?
Right.
Right, and stable to dying just brings them to 0.
And I've
Well-
already got the cantrip. Yeah. Well, you're right. It at least puts them back on their feet. They can swig a healing potion or something at that point. Yeah. So it's something.
And I'm going to
So it'd
drop it
be-
on somebody and see if it applies an effect. It did not apply the effect that.
I coded that. I did that for
Right,
dude
but-
on Saturday.
That exact same night, Rob said he was going to do it and add it to it, and that's what I'm just seeing if he did anything, but no, he didn't. So what Sven coded is just made a simple note that says that you've used it.
Yeah, little pips or
And when you give it to somebody,
yeah.
you just apply it. So if you want to make an
So
effect
just
to
apply
that,
an effect. Yeah.
yeah, make an effect that a short or a long rest you know, however the right way to word it is. You can only use it once per rest. Each person can only get it once per rest, I should say. That's a better way of putting it.
Underwater archer is a feat, Krell.
I saw that. I just
Yeah, we need to do
I'm not
some
so sure.
research on underwater fighting, I think. I think I do.
Ranged attacks are at disadvantage.
Not with that feat.
Except with a crossbow? Is that no? All range or disadvantage? I think they did fix that.
Underwater combat. Here we go. Ranged weapon attack automatically misses a target beyond the weapon's normal range, even against a target within normal range. The attack roll has disadvantage unless the weapon is a crossbow, net, or weapon that is thrown like a javelin.
What?
So I
What?
have
You
a
telling me in the water, a net, you don't have disadvantage? Is that what it just said?
correct. That's what it just said.
It's the only time a net works. Buy some nets, bitches! You can get nets in town
Cast nets.
easily. Yeah.
I can't imagine trying to throw a net while you're underwater.
There's a feat for that.
Throwing it into the water, but not while you're underwater.
And you don't have disadvantage on it.
Right. But I have
Which
a
it,
crossbow, which
Master.
I
if you're
can
throwing it
I can
above water, you
verify.
have disadvantage. It's the only item that always has grants you disadvantage, except underwater, apparently. What about spells?
Net master. It's a feat.
Underwater casting. Blah, 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 blah.
It's magic.
Should be a cannoneer. I may take underwater archer later when I'm a little more level
Would I
too
be able to
higher.
pick up leather or studded leather in Frost in this city we're in?
Studded yeah. You can trade. You can.
Give me this gold. You give me that leather. Yep.
And you said I can't fly in medium or just heavy I can't fly
Heavy.
armor. Okay, so medium armor is okay?
Yep.
All right. So if I can purchase medium armor, let's see what I can afford.
So Sven, how do you? So on powers, I've got once per rest, but then when you go to combat mode, it gives you 1 pip.
Change of preparation. Preparation. 10 uses per day. Because you don't get the use back. It's only 10 uses per kit.
10 uses daily. Well, how do you?
Oh no,
So I just. Okay, I got it.
It's per kit, not daily or rest. It's 10 total.
it's once.
Once. 10 once.
And then when you click off a preparation, it'll give you the check marks. You can check them. Check, check, check,
Alright.
check, check.
So
Check, check,
I
check, check,
probably
check.
need to carry a couple of these. How much does a healer's kit weigh? I've got one.
There's a
Let's
bunch on the
see.
ship too, so
Yep.
Kind of handy now that you got. Well, your surgeon has the healer's feet too.
3 pounds. 3 stone. That's not bad.
So next week when we continue, you guys will be heading off to the submerged shipwreck of the Golden Crown.
Is that mine still red?
It's not quite yellow yet. So
We did get water breathing potions, right?
I do
did.
believe somebody in the party spent the 50 gold and bought one.
Manicure and I ordered
the bird
one,
did. Yeah.
which it should be ready.
It's 3 days over that mountain, back to.
Yep, but
Nan-
I guess we're not going back there. Nanny Poo Poo.
No, it's not Nanny Poo Poo. It's what was her name? Shit, I forgot.
Salt liquor or something.
Yeah, salt liquor. So, how are you guys getting down there? I mean,
I can breathe water.
somebody's got a potion of water breathing. So, does anybody able to cast water breathing?
No, I've got the cloak of the manta ray.
So the only person that can't hold their breath and breathe underwater is Ember? Are you gonna stay on the boat and hold the dive flag?
Just get the long.
Long hose.
Like steaming.
He wants us to go. He can give us potions of water breathing.
He's like, we're Vikings. We just hold our breath because in D&D 5e you can hold it for like 15 minutes. You're like, oh.
Let me check my spells. Make sure I don't have. I don't think I've got.
A sorcerer, wizard, and arcane trickster. So, druid, ranger, sorcerer. So, the Stagamus can cast it if it was on a scroll, right?
Wizard could too. So Drake, I get picked up lightly armored feet.
Oh, and a wizard.
So I can now. I can cast spells with it. And I increase my dex by 1.
So only one person needs to breathe water? Is that true?
Yep.
And what's the potion of water breathing give you for how long? Let's see.
Lasts an hour.
An hour. And if we cast the
Oh.
scroll, I just closed it. Water breathing. Oh, not water. Water breathing lasts 24 hours if you cast it as the spell, as a ritual.
Who's got it as a ritual?
As a scroll. Yeah.
Off a scroll. I guess it
Yeah,
would
you
be a
cast a
ritual,
ritual
off a
off-
scroll. It
You
would be
could
a
cast
ritual off a
off
scroll. I
couldn't
mean,
you?
you could, but it's the same thing. It goes poof. So it's not really the ritual. You just took 10 minutes to do it.
Well, could you add it to your spell list? Or is that
Well,
too
it's
high
third
level?
level.
The wizard could.
Ah. It's
but
just
yeah,
too high
it's a-
level.
Third level spell. So your only solution I see is water breathing, potion, or scroll that would have to be cast at an upper level. And let's see what a scroll costs, because we know potions.
You
Huh?
could take Alter Self as a second level spell. That allows you to sprout gills and breathe underwater.
Oh, that boy needs inspiration on that. That's crafty.
All right.
And it lasts up to an hour, but it is concentration. But yeah, that works.
Oh, that would suck. Like, like on the bottom of the ocean. Oh, you're not concentrating anymore. Your freaking gills go away. You're like, you start swimming up. So, yeah, a scroll is pretty expensive. Whoops. Inflation. 63 gold pieces for a potion of water breathing from Nanny Poo Poo. I just like saying poo poo. Nanny Poo Poo.
She moved up here from Chult.
Granny Salt Lake. Granny Salt Lake. 63 gold pieces. There's one in sale in Fischerbach.
Yeah, so I grabbed Alter Self last an hour.
So you're learning Alter Self? Let's stop the music. I don't like it anymore. Stop it. Stop it. Hey, good timing. Duh.
Can we sell this stuff in Fiskerbach?
Yeah, you guys done with the party loots? Going? There's like a scroll of Vicious Mockery, a scroll of True Strike. You guys just selling
Yeah,
those?
selling it.
Sold.
They're worth good gold.
There you
Yeah.
go. Everybody got.
Now dispense that. Now we got some gold.
Everybody got some
Something.
gold. Everybody got 35 gold pieces. Cha-ching.
So nobody's gonna buy that potion? 65 gold?
63.
63?
Water breathing potion?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Don't need it.
Well, there's the healer. I think I'll sacrifice it and might come in handy for one of these fools.
Does your cloak let you breathe underwater?
Yeah. Better double check that, but I'm pretty sure it does. While wearing this cloak with its hood up, you can breathe underwater and you have a swimming speed of 60 feet. Made a stitched up dead ray that constantly drips fishy oil. So as I'm walking around, I'm constantly dripping fishy oil.
Something smells fishy.
Yeah, you guys thought it was Nystagmus's cousins that had come
You're
and looted that
nasty.
shit.
Alter Self's a pretty handy little spell, actually. Concentration, but
Yeah, just don't get hit when you're underwater.
or don't want to cast another spell while you're underwater that requires concentration.
All right, gentlemen, I got family aggro. I gotta go.
Oh yeah, we're done. So yeah, you guys, if you want to stick around for a few minutes, but take off. I'm gonna shut the stream down, but I'll leave the table up and I'll be in Discord for a few minutes, but I'm gonna shut the stream down. So say goodbye to the stream.
See
Bye,
ya.
everybody.
Thanks
Good
for
We'll see you
coming
next
by.
everyone.
Tuesday.
Bye.
Let's see. Tomorrow night is no night, but Thursday, Marbania's running Deadlands. Friday, he's also running playing in Curse of Strahd that he's streaming. And then Saturday over at Rob2E's stream is Descent into Avernus that I'm running. And then Sunday I'm starting nothing because it's not going to be streamed. So that's what's happening with us. Scuzzer, are you running anything currently?
I'll be
Caesar?
running Waterdeep on Thursday.
Thursday, he started up his stream. So if you want to pop something in chat there, you can self-promote yourself to whoever's out there. But with that, we're going to take off. You guys have a great week, and we'll catch you later on. See you guys.
Next week.